Hello there and welcome back to my channel. Hi, my name is Emerald Hill and this is where I review what a fat girl eats in a day. As a former fat girl, I've lost over 100 pounds. So why don't we just get into it?
These are pretty good.
So it looks like we're starting off our day with a cookie and some iced milk.
Good morning. I made breakfast burritos.
Breakfast burritos I've always wanted to be my favorite, but every time I make a breakfast burrito, it's super soggy, really bland. It's not for me. I genuinely don't like them. There we go. I see that dripping. I know what's up. That's me. That is me eating a breakfast burrito.
I made a cake batter protein latte.
Cake batter protein latte. I wonder if there's any like savory protein powders, you know, like, hey, here's a protein powder that kind of tastes like rice. But we got a cake batter protein shake.
That protein shake has my heart racing, so I'm gonna go on a walk.
Oh, I wonder why. Good for you for going on a walk in the cold, though. I'm somebody that just can't do that. I am not a cold person. Maybe I'm a pretty cold person.
The White Castle chicken fries.
That would be really good if you're like a bodybuilder and you're just like, I gotta eat protein all the time. So here you go, here's some chicken fries.
Some ketchup, don't judge. I usually do not like any type of frozen chicken that's not like chicken breast, like that I make myself, because I get the chicken ick.
I don't know what the chicken ick is. I get the ick from men, some women. I don't know what the chicken ick is. Well, thank you for inviting me out. I think women should stay in the kitchen. Cluck, cluck. Yuck.
Pierogies as well.
Okay, interesting. So she went out and she got chicken fries and then she made her own pierogies. Overall, it's not that bad of a day. And I actually really like the thought of those chicken fries. If you're gonna have regular fries, why not get chicken fries that actually has some protein in it? So, good job. Hesitant, good job. What I eat in a day is a fat person who hates diet culture. Lazy edition. A cherry lemonade poppy. I think those things are just like sparkling water. Oh my god, look at the state. Oh, that's an amazing club sandwich. Wow, we've got bacon, avocado, tomato, a little slice of bread, lots of turkey. Wow. I would be interested to know what like the macros or whatever are on that, but that actually looks like an amazing turkey club sandwich. I like cranberries on my turkey club. And then we're adding some pickled sumac onion. Interesting. Yum. Iced soy milk matcha latte. Soy milk is the best milk hands down. Soy, oat, and almond milk. Nah, they're all pretty bad. I actually like cashew milk the best if I had to choose one. I wonder how much sugar is in there. I've had a matcha latte before, an iced matcha latte, and I think that it's okay. It kind of tastes like grass, but other than that, it's just like the question of how much sugar is in there. And then we had a protein bar, maple glazed donut. Tastes better than Smeg's. Anything tastes better than a dick in your mouth. I'm just kidding. Yeah, we got a protein bar. My sister roasts the living shit out of me for being an influencer. Yeah, because like whenever you're sitting there and somebody's sitting there and they're like eating something, they're trying to make it look fun when you're just eating something. That's fodder for ridicule. I'm sorry. A couple bites of a croissant. Of course, croissants are fire. It's flour and butter. And we got some kind of Turkish food. Extra shepherd's salad on the side. Very good. Just having fun not being able to eat that. Ice cream. Nice. Okay, so that was a really different, like, what I eat in a day. I think we got a lot of different options going on here. It's not really that bad. If you wanted to cut back, you could see like a couple of places that you could probably do that. Something that I really wish that I was able to do was just be able to eat the exact same thing every single day so that I could just cut back a little bit at a time and then I won't even notice. So when I'm looking at this, maybe a first really good place to cut back would be maybe the matcha latte, the ice cream, the croissant, and maybe having a really hard look at whatever that portion size is when we're eating the Turkish dinner or whatever. But other than that, I would actually say that this is a pretty good day. Stamped with my approval. Yeah, who am I? Nobody. But it has my approval.
As a happy fat woman, I'm fat
this
and
chick.
happy about it. I'm not trying to lose weight, and nothing you say will make me feel that way about myself. This rant is not over, but I was in Massachusetts for work, and so I had some hotel breakfast. I had a little breakfast burrito, some eggs.
I don't know why, but waking up in a hotel is the worst. I've never gotten a good sleep in a hotel. I've woken up just like feeling like death. And then you get to eat their breakfast, which for some reason feel even worse after. I don't know. But we got some fruit, some potatoes, and like a breakfast wrap again.
burrito with some eggs, potatoes, cheese, a little salsa, little potatoes on the side. I have done a lot of work to listen to my body and give it what it wants and it needs. In the age of Olympic, that's not going to change. For lunch, I had the rest of my little breakfast leftovers. After all 3 performances were done for the day, I decided to have a little Easter candy treat because I can. Don't earn food you can have.
How long are we in Massachusetts? I think you brought your whole candy supply. I'm looking at this. There's Quest chips. There's a bag full of Halloween candy, and then there's a bag full of those giant chocolate rabbits and stuff, and a protein bar, another little bag of candy. How long are we in Massachusetts? That's what I want to know. And are we sharing? Are we sharing all that stuff?
So happy to be the positive representation that I wish that I had of a plus-size fat person when I was a kid. Okay, end rant. I had these amazing nachos.
Wow, those do look like amazing nachos. That's at least $4 of guacamole on those nachos.
Because we went to the hotel restaurant that we actually watched someone got fired in last time we were there, and we had a great redemption meal. Got some Caesar and salmon.
Ooh, a Caesar salad with salmon. That sounds really good.
And salmon. I had a fucking great day in my fat body.
I like that.
I had a great day in my fat body.
Okay. Okay. I think it's really hard when you're traveling. One of the biggest things is that for some reason, no place is like by a grocery store. It's really hard sometimes, especially when you don't have a fridge. I find that like traveling just exhausts me, and I don't want to eat healthy whatsoever. It's just like anything that's fast, anything that makes me feel comfortable, let's do it. Let's get my comfort food in here.
What I ate today as a fatty. Good morning, buddies.
Delicious.
Another pancake breakfast sandwich.
Yikes.
I burnt myself. If you guys are wondering what that is, it's kind of cute. I kind of like it actually.
Oh, so she obviously burnt herself while like straightening her hair. But if it was my grandpappy, what? You can't wait long enough to get your food? You gotta stick your whole head in there? Yeah, he would be like, oh, you stuck your whole head in the oven? That would be me. That would be my life.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
I don't know why
I am also a person that when they make an egg sandwich, I make the egg runny, and I don't care how messy it gets. That's my sauce. That's my sauce. Don't take my sauce away.
Oh, but sometimes the egg yolk gives me the egg.
Okay. I'm not a slurper. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
Yolk gives me the egg.
Why? The egg yolk gives you the egg? That's the best part.
The other day...
Whoa, that was an enormous coffee. That was an enormous sized coffee.
I tried the kale salad from Chick-fil-A, and don't get me wrong, I've been a hater. I have not wanted to try it because I'm like, you can't make me eat kale. That's disgusting. There's no way it could be good. It was, in fact, delicious, and,
Well, that's good. That's good. We're coming around. We're maturing our palate.
So I tried to make it myself. I don't know, I get a little PTSD with kale. It kind of reminds me of, my many failed diets of trying to trick myself into eating kale like chips.
Oh my God, did anybody fall for the kale chips? That was so bad. Originally it was like, just lay out all this kale on a baking sheet and cover it with a little bit of salt and then pop it in. And then the diet industry went wild. All of a sudden there's like Parmesan almond kale chips, sriracha honey kale chips, and it's like, oh, okay, so we went from taking a lettuce leaf and just adding a little bit of salt and crisping it up to now it being like 80 calories for one little piece of lettuce leaf. Yeah, it was a hard time up there.
So anyways, we made a kale salad. Got my chicken tendies with buffalo and honey.
Almost dropped those, eh? Got my chicken tendies with buffalo and honey. Whenever I have like a salad, I have a really hard time not being like, this chicken should be breaded right now. Where are my carbs? But you're doing a good job. Yeah,
it was pretty good.
Yeah.
I washed and I massaged this kale. I massaged it. Okay. But it still got a little like chemically taste.
Trying to turn it into Wagyu kale. You gotta feed it that good beer. You can't massage it without feeding it beer at the same time. That also sounds like just such like, leave that kale alone.
We're gonna eat it. We can be healthy. Now we're trying the new Bloom Soda in Shirley Temple.
Nice.
Ooh. Bloom, girl. Chicken patty for dinner.
And we got a chicken patty and watermelon. A lot of slurping. Okay, so we got a huge latte. The majority of it is milk and then a little bit of coffee. And then we're just drinking that with a bunch of whipped topping on top. I don't know. I think you're obsessed with milk. I think there's a milk issue happening. Then we got a breakfast sandwich. It looks like sausage with cheese and egg on a bun. She didn't like the yolk, which is the best part, so that's too bad. We have a kale salad, and then she had a pop, and then another chicken sandwich, and then some watermelon. I'm thinking it's actually really, really good. I think that places that you can start to cut back on is maybe learning how to drink a smaller specialty drink, like being able to cut that in half and drink a little bit more water or something like that. The only vegetables that we've had is this kale salad and then that little bit of fruit at the end of the day. Definitely increasing your fruits and your vegetables to have on the side with stuff. The hope is that, oh, when I eat all my vegetables, I won't actually eat the whole breaded chicken sandwich, or switching out the breaded chicken, because we've had breaded chicken twice in the day. So one of those could be grilled chicken, right? I think that's really great. It wasn't that bad of a day, to be honest with you. I think that's pretty good. Well, thanks so much for tuning in. I appreciate you coming in and looking at my channel. Please give me a like and a subscribe. And if you have any suggestions for how I can spice things up, I would like to appreciate those and then not listen to them at all. If you have any suggestions, I would love to hear them. Thanks so much, and bye for now.